Never has basketball said so much about a football team. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, Dingbat here, and I know everybody's talking about it. The Eagles posting players playing basketball, and you see Saquon Barkley throw it up to Cooper DeJean, who dunked that shit. It was crazy. Everybody's talking about it. It was amazing. But there was stuff that was even more amazing in that video that we've got to talk about, because I think we just saw two great signs on defense. Now, we're going to get into it in a second, but before we do that, I got to say this, okay? I was thinking about the Eagles and the tush push, and I got to just give a huge shout out to the Detroit Lions. I do, because they're the only team on our schedule that plays us that voted to not ban the tush push. And I think that tells you that the Detroit Lions, if they lose, they're going to lose like men. And they are going to lose. But I do have respect for it, okay? Because every single team, what a bunch of cowards. All of them tried to change the rules because they were playing us on their schedule, but the Lions. So I do have respect for the Lions. They want to win or lose against our best, and I can respect it. So I had to say that, okay? Now, I'm going to jump right into this because I thought this was really, really interesting, okay? The Eagles posted a video of their players, out there playing basketball, doing group activities. They're all shooting threes and raining threes, and it looks great and all that kind of stuff. They show a play where everybody's talking about where Cooper DeJean dunks it after Barkley gives him an alley-oop, which was really cool, okay? Look, Cooper DeJean is a freak athlete. He is. He's an athletic freak. He is going to continue to be a stud for us for years and years to come. But I got to tell you, I wasn't super, shocked by it, okay? Because I see people online talking about it like it was shocking. I mean, we've seen videos of him playing basketball and dunking before. We know what he can do, okay? But in that video, there were two guys that I gasped. I actually was like, whoa, did you see that? Did you pick up on that? There were two guys. The first guy, Jordan Davis, okay? You look at this video of them playing basketball, and you look at the parts where you see Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis, he's got a jawline. He's got a jawline. I'm jealous. All right, that was my eggnog drinking buddy. You know what I mean? We drank eggnog during Christmas season. We curled donuts. I haven't seen him in a while. And then he appears and he's all rock hard and shape with it. That sounds really bad, by the way. I didn't mean it like that. I meant his jawline was like stone face. That's what I meant. Pause. No Diddy. Yeah, okay, because it didn't sound good the other way I meant. But what I'm trying to say is Jordan Davis, I mean, he looks like he's lost 30 pounds. And we have said this before about him in the off seasons, where he's looked thinner, and then you go into camp, and then somehow during the regular season, I don't know if he puts it back on, it gets a Christmas season, but Jordan Davis looks like he's really in good shape right now, okay? You can see his jawline. He looks thinner. He's got his neck grew. I'm trying to grow a neck. I got no neck. I'm trying to grow a mother humper. Jordan Davis is well on his way. He looks like he's in shape, man. And he was moving around there. He looked thin. We saw this a few weeks ago when you saw him during rookie minicamp, and he was out there with Jalen Carter. I was like, who's that guy? That's Jordan Davis. He's looking good. Jordan Davis looks good. And I say this because there's so much negativity with the Eagles. I don't get it. You ever notice that every time we hear people talk about the Eagles that just won the Super Bowl and then the Eagles going into the season, it's always negative things. I mean, it's always like, well, the Eagles lost this player, they lost this player, This guy can't play. This guy can't play. You can't expect Barkley to do it again. Nakobe Dean, his career, we don't know where he is. Jordan Davis never does anything. I mean, it's like, what are we even playing for? It sounds like we're already out of it all. We have no chance. That's what it sounds like, because all I hear is the negativity. My thing is this: what if they're wrong? What if things are supposed to go our way do? What if Barkley goes and runs for another 2K? What if Nakobe Dean comes back from injury? We're going to talk about him in a second. What if Jordan Davis has the best year of his career? What if Jalen Hunter is the guy I think he can be, and we don't miss Josh Sweat? What if Ty Robinson comes in and plays good? What if a Jomo takes another step? Why is it always everything is bad, okay? I'm not saying everything is going to work out perfect. I'm not saying it, but it's not as bad. It's not dire. Have you ever seen a team in dire straits as much as the Eagles? It sounds like, we won a Super Bowl. We had Barkley just did a whole thing where he was talking about top 5 best Super Bowl teams in history. I don't know if they are, if they aren't, but I do know it's one of the best teams I've seen in a long time. One of the most dominating teams I've seen in a long time. Now we're expecting, everybody acts like we're going from that to being nothing. I'm sorry, I don't agree with it. And seeing Jordan Davis in shape gives me a lot of hope. The other guy was Nakobe Dean. At the end of it, Nakobe Dean throws a ball midcourt behind him. Ball goes in. And you watch him walking. He's got no brace. He's got nothing on. And he's moving really, really well. What if Nakobe Dean comes back and he plays like his former self? I know it's a tough injury, but to see that movement, to see him being able to walk like that, looking like he didn't have a limp, looking like he had no trouble moving, I think is a really, really good sign. And then I saw this article where it says Eagles linebacker Nakobe Dean takes up ballet to help in the road to recovery. And he talks about how he's been taking ballet because it helps with his flexibility, his movements, and all the things that he's going to need to have go his way in recovering from this. I took that video, that basketball video, to me, and those two things stood out the most. Nakobe Dean looks like he's recovering all right, and he's fine. He didn't look like he was sitting there worried to move around, or he didn't have a brace on, worried about re-injuring. He was moving around fine, walking backwards, smiling, laughing. That is a great sign for Nakobe Dean headed into the year. I don't know when he'll be ready to play and when he'll be cleared to play football, but that's a great sign. It's a great sign. Jordan Davis, it's a great sign to see him look like the way he is, okay? He is in shape. I bet you, I don't know, if he said he was 340, I wouldn't believe it. There's no way. There's no way. Because the last few years, I'm like, yeah, he looks like he lost some weight. He looks like he's in better shape. And he's like, yeah, I'm 340 still. I'm 340 still. This year, he don't look 340. He looks, and maybe he is, but he is not as heavy looking as he's looked in the past. I think this is the lightest Jordan Davis has looked as a rookie or as a player since his rookie year. I mean, his rookie year he was heaviest. He was a little thinner the second year. Then it seemed like the year that we didn't go to the Super Bowl when we collapsed. It looked like after he chased Josh Allen down, he was done. He didn't look in shape at all that year. I thought last year he was in better shape than he was 2 years ago, and I think he looks right now. I'm just saying. Right now, Jordan Davis looks like he's in a lot better shape than he was a year ago. He looks good. And that basketball video, everybody's going to be talking about the Cooper DeJean and the slam dunk and all that. And you can. He's a great athlete. But I'm telling you, what I saw from Nakobe Dean and Jordan Davis was the best sign yet. With that said, take care. Talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision, baby. We're all just living in it. People have been coming to me after, debating Mark Holmes the other day again and saying, man, I'm starting to see what you mean with this guy. He's delusional. He cannot accept Dak Prescott, and if Dak Prescott cannot win big games. And I said, yeah, it's true. And they said, well, what did he think about Tony Romo? Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure, and we can ask Mark, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't the biggest Tony Romo fan. I'm pretty sure he thought Romo couldn't win a big game and was very, very bad under pressure. What I'm asking is, Tony Romo, Dak Prescott, what's the difference? Absolutely nothing. Denzel Washington out. That's all, folks.
The brother screwed us.